Howdy folks. Today we're doing a top speed test in a 2023 Honda Pioneer 700-4 Deluxe. In addition to the top speed test, which I will timestamp in the description, we're going to talk about that top speed. We're going to talk about acceleration. We're going to talk about capabilities and if the top speed actually matters. It does, but let's get into it. To set your mind at ease, it is faster than a horse and buggy. So let's start from a dead stop. The engine is warmed up. This is about a third of a mile on a private paved lane. It's about as safe as we can be. It also takes about 20-ish seconds, maybe a little less, to get to full speed. We're coming up on it here. Your top speed is 42 miles an hour, all right? Once you hit 42 miles an hour, you are going to hit either a rev limiter or a governor. To me, personally, it feels like more of a governor. It doesn't feel like it's bouncing off a rev limiter, but you are pretty close to red line. Here we're going up that same lane. Now there's a slight grade right here. So I think this one tops out at 40 miles an hour before we go ahead and slow down to turn on to the farm lane. And I'm going to continue to roll the footage. Why? Because it's important. I want you to realize that when you're going about 30 miles an hour on the roads I go on these farm lanes, that feels fast enough. And that's really, really important here. If I could change everything, if you gave me a magic wand that I could wave and get this thing to accelerate 0 to 50 in, I don't know, call it 10 or 15 seconds, and you would get your top speed closer to 50, 55 miles an hour, I would take that. That'd be fun to punch it. But 99%, or call it 95% of the riding I do is going to be on these farm lanes. As you can see right here, I'm going 15, 20 miles an hour. That feels fast enough. I know this farm like the back of my hand, okay? If I'm not comfortable going 50 miles an hour on a place I know very, very well, I don't see many people being comfortable enough to take this on a trail that they ride once or twice a year and blast through tight woods or, up mountains, up hills, going that fast. So again, maybe I'm just not as skilled of a driver. Maybe I don't take as much risk as you, but I think for the average person, this is going to be enough. And again, you're buying a utility vehicle here. And if you didn't get it, we're doing the hay bale slalom. The kids are in the back seat, having a blast. And again, we're cruising in an open field. Now, there's divots that you can't really see. There's a groundhog hole here and there. So I know this field well, but going 25 miles an hour, that feels pretty good. We're all having a blast. So this is a utility machine. I didn't get it to win drag races in the sand dunes. I didn't get it to jump on a highway out in Utah and run to the next off-road vehicle trail. I got it to run around the farm with my family, have a lot of fun, be able to throw some stuff in the back, and it does that for me. More importantly, I'm not having a midlife crisis yet. If I turn 50 and I decide I want the Polaris RZR, turbocharged, and I need to go that fast, I can do that. But realistically, my son will be 4 in a couple of months. My daughter's 2. They're going to be driving this Honda Pioneer before I know it. I feel a lot more comfortable saying, hey, this thing's going to top out at 42, and they're really going to have to find some space when nobody's paying attention to do it. You can hurt yourself going 40. You can hurt yourself going 20, but you can really hurt yourself going 80. And I want to give a little context. I know what it means to go fast. I had a Honda CBR 600. That was my first bike. By no means the fastest production bike of that year, and they've only gotten faster since then. But at the time, that thing would smoke 95% of the cars on the road. So I know what it feels like to go fast. And when I say, it feels like we're going fast, 30 miles an hour, you really do. It's kind of like being on a jet ski on the water. If you're going 50 on the water, it feels a whole lot faster. These fields that we're running through right here, and this is a pretty cool grade. The camera doesn't do it justice. Pretty steep, goes up at no problem. But running through these fields where you're hitting little bumps here and there, going 20 or 25 feels a lot faster than it looks. So I still get a little bit of a thrill. I'm not scared. I'm not gripping the wheel with 2 hands. I could push it a little harder, fishtail the rear a little bit, but it's fun. It feels like you're going fast enough. My little guys think that we're flying going 25 miles an hour. So it's a blast. So let's answer the question. Is 42 miles an hour fast enough? Yeah, for us it is. If you are going to ride in the dunes, maybe it's not. If you're going to drag race your friends on manicured straightaways, maybe it's not. If you have a bigger ego than me or you're a more skilled driver, maybe it's not. This is a utility vehicle. I told you in another video, it's like a golf cart to me. It's like a really cool golf cart. It's head and shoulders above any golf cart I've ridden in. It's capable. Do I wish it would go 0 to top speed a little quicker? Yeah, it might be fun. Do I wish the top speed was higher? Maybe a little, not a lot. That's the story, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Look forward to doing more Honda Pioneer content for you soon.